Throughout 2023 and 2024, the Coventry Foodbank has fed 18,200 people, 6,500 of those being children. The average price of a two-bedroom flat in Coventry is a staggering £1,100, and 1 in 5 people in the UK live below the poverty line. Today, Warwickshire Arts are here to film behind the scenes for Bia's Kitchen Show, who's doing her bit for this charity. We're going to catch up with Bianca and Gavin to find out a bit more about this very worthy cause. Bianca, you're a well-known foodie in the Leamington Spa area, and you've already done a lot towards charity for the charity Mind. You've released a book, which is all the proceeds are going towards that charity.
Yeah.
And now you're getting involved with another charity. Tell me what you're getting involved with here.
Oh, Foodbank, that's amazing. Just coming from a third country world, you know what hunger means. And myself being in Rio de Janeiro, surviving with one reais a day and know what being hungry is. And we all think about small things in life that makes you happy. Is one of them a food mat? You know me.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you know, what was your inspiration? And that's pretty much it from where you've come from, isn't it, really?
Yeah, for sure. This is amazing. When Amanda introduced me to the guys here, Gavin and Chris and all the people that are involved here, it's amazing. It's what they do with... You don't need to be a millionaire to be able to change the world. You just do a little bit.
Just do your bit to help.
Just a little bit, a little bit. And it's what makes, look at what they do, change so many kids' life and schools on poor countries. And it's not only poor countries. In Coventry, there's lots of people without having Christmas dinner. And that is not nice to hear.
And part of what you're doing with this organisation, you're going to end up doing a bit of cooking yourself here at the food bank.
Yes, we got a big project for this year with the food bank. Coventry, we're going to be doing a show, we're going to be, how we're going to be involved. We're going to got lots of work to do this year with the food bank, creating...
You need an editor.
For sure. Do you know anyone?
No.
I'm recovering from a very bad cough or being poorly for a whole week. And then I make sure that I was good today to come and support the charity and the food bank. And they do so many good things. And it's amazing. You see how many people was here packing the food. And
it's the variety of food as well. There's all sorts of food here. It's more than I've got in my fridge.
Yeah, but it's what we need. It's not enough. And it's not enough. We need more. So people need to give more, and not only Christmas, but all year round, if they can bring food and donate here. And help to pack as well, because it's important. There is food that need dates, and then I was just discovering today, there's so many things. There's, separating the food by categories, and now that I'm going to take that for put on my cupboard, because I never separate them for categories.
I'm one of these people that's always really nervous about the use-by dates on food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, it's out of date by 2 days.
Yeah.
Can I still use it?
Well, according to to the government, yes, you need to use by date. But sometimes there is things that need to be dated, like vegetables.
Sure.
You look your vegetables in the fridge. They got to have, by law, they need to have dates on it.
Sure.
But you need to look. I come from the farm. We didn't have anything to put the date. We just look at the vegetables and say, well, it's still good to eat. So let's do it.
Does it still look good?
Yeah.
I'm eating it.
Yeah, you just taste it.
Yeah.
Just don't eat anything rotten.
Okay, so B, in your opinion, what can people that are watching this video do to help?
A little bit. Doesn't need to go to the shop and buy loads of food and just bring what you have, spare. A little bit makes a big difference on people that doesn't have anything.
There you go. So, that's all you have to do, just a little bit.
Little bit. Don't wait to be rich to change people's life. Just do what you can, what you have in your hands. What can you help? How can you help? And if money was not subject, what makes you happy? Helping other people makes you very happy. Is one thing that helps me conquer my challenges and figure out your head. People that is busy and help other people, they don't have problem, babe. I tell you, they see the real problem in the world, and then it's like, well, my problems are quite small compared to the people that doesn't have food to eat.
You're doing a fantastic job. Come here.
Matt. Loving you being interviewing.
Yeah, I know. We're going to go and catch up with Gavin now. Who have we got here? What's your name and what's your part of the organisation?
Okay, my name is Gavin Kibble and I am the founder of Coventry Foodbank, and I'm one of the directors of Feed the Hungry, which is the kind of like the parent charity.
That's amazing. That's a lot of good cause going right out there, isn't it?
It is, surprisingly, and I don't think the people of Coventry are quite aware of how many people are being impacted by the work that goes on in this place. It's not just about Coventry, it's not just about Warwickshire and Leicestershire, but we're shipping food around the world as well to feed children in places as far-flung as Zimbabwe. With the 6 partner offices we've got around the world, every single day we're feeding 565,000 children on a daily basis.
Wow.
During school time. We can go and have a look at some of the stock in a minute. It's about to go out. We've almost got a shipping container of food to go.
Does the food bank support the homeless as well? Is that kind of in there?
It does. It has kind of packs. So if a homeless person was to turn up at a food bank centre, and there's 15 of them around Coventry, then we have specialist packs. I mean, they're essentially based upon things like pot noodles and dried products that you could add hot water to. If you were really street homeless, it would be a bit of a problem because you do need to heat these things up, don't you? But most people are in shelters of some sort or other.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen since being part of this organisation?
The worst thing, I think, was probably the pandemic. I think I've never seen a team reduced to tears by what was going on in the pandemic. And it was a sudden and dramatic increase in demand for people, particularly older people, who were being isolated during the pandemic. But it was astonishing how quickly they rose to the challenge of being able to deal with that. We had to almost reinvent ourselves because we couldn't expect people to come to us anymore. We actually almost had to turn into a home delivery service. And the isolation...
And I should imagine the demand was high on that.
Well, we doubled it overnight pretty much. And it was really... It was really tough on the team during that period because we had to reinvent what we were doing as individuals. We were sending vans out to deliver food. We had to come up with a different strategy for supplying food into centres around the city. So it was a tough old time. That sort of still sticks with me as one of those moments, but also one where the team are just astonishing and rose to the challenge. Then there are the individual stories of people who come through, and I could tell you 101 stories about mums with kids who've been in the food bank, and they've been maybe separated, or they've moved into the city with children, found it difficult then to negotiate the welfare state system here and the support mechanisms, or it hasn't been there for them. They've been put into bed and breakfast, and they've approached the food bank and trying to lift people out of that kind of despondency and see how it breaks people can break your own heart as well when you're doing it.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I think it's a truly phenomenal thing that you guys are doing here.
Thank you.
On a lighter note, you've made a music video, haven't you, recently?
Yeah, it's worth going to have a look at. I'm really quite proud of it, but actually we need to give the credit to Rich Smith, who's our marketing manager here, and he's just a genius when it comes to creative things like this. Over the past couple of years, we've done a video involving children dance fairies, basically, and we thought we'd do something a little bit different this year. In as much as we do a micro musical.
Oh, right, okay.
And there's 5 days of this, but my favourite one, which is a bit of a rip-off of Men in Hats, the safety dance. Don't know if you remember that from the early 80s.
No, I know Men in Black, but not Men in
this is We Can Dance If We Want To. We've got... you remember that one? Yeah. So we took that and we revised the words, and then we've got this great one on day 3 where the lads are doing some dance and I'm doing the vocals to it. And it's just hysterical 45 seconds of fun. Then we've got other ones. The other one I like is I wanted to do one in the style of Shania Twain.
Okay.
So we've got a song which is done by a professional singer. We wrote the song, but it's brilliantly produced. And it actually talks about the life of a care worker who lost her job and found herself. And it's called You're Only One Payday Away from a Food Bank. which is so much of a true story for people who access the food bank and have done over the years.
Music can really help, I think, and on a lot of occasions, you know, just being able to provide that kind of entertainment to kind of lift the spirits and also promote the place and promote the organisation.
Absolutely. And we are, at the end of the day, we would prefer to give people a hand up rather than a hand out. So in lots of our centres, it's not just about the food, but it's about the support that's provided around that as well. You know, often around welfare, but quite often, you know, it's a simple thing like a coffee, a tea, and an ear to listen. Actually,
goes a long way.
Goes a long way, yeah.
Yeah. And so where can people find these videos? They're on your website, I believe?
They're on our website, coventry.foodbank.org.uk, or you can go on YouTube, where we have our own food bank channel, or you can find us on Facebook, again under Coventry Foodbank. But go on there, like, share, and of course, donate.
Absolutely. Gavin, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. Fantastic stuff.
Brilliant.
Have a great Christmas.
Thank you very much.
Long may this organisation continue.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, cheers. Thank you.